Today I will start my class to teach you the research. What is research? What is your concept? Many times we have heard the research. What is research? The best and the most suitable definition, that is, research is a search for original knowledge. Every time you are searching something, either the knowledge that is not known to you is also a search. That is knowledge that is known to some persons, but that is not known to you. That is also a knowledge. And the knowledge which anyone doesn't know is also a original knowledge. So any search for the original knowledge is research. There are many definitions, many explanations, many rigorous reviews to explain and confine the research. But as you may see, this is the definition. Research is process of solving problems and finding the facts in original way. Yes, exactly. Research is the process of solving problems. आवश्यकता आविष्कार की जननी है. If there is problem, there is some process to solve it, and you are going to see the process, see the methodology, how it can be solved, and to find out this, a process is going on, and that is a process of research. But that should be in original way. So the definition, research is a process of solving problem and finding the facts in original way. The next definition is creation of new knowledge and the use of existing knowledge in such a way that creates the way to use and generate in new concepts. Creation of new knowledge. Either in your research process you are going to create some new knowledge, or you are going to use the existing knowledge in new way to create the way so that this old knowledge can be explained and used in new way, in new methodology and new understandings. There is another definition, a detailed study of the subject, especially in order to conclude the informations. Detailed study of the subject, especially in order to conclude the problems. There is very compact definition where it is said research is a quest of knowledge. Certainly, if there is not a quest, then a original research cannot be done. That may be anything done, but the original research cannot be done. So there must be a quest of knowledge through diligent search, investigation or experimentation aim to explore the existing knowledge or add the new one. There are certain points. First, there must be a quest of knowledge. There must be eager, there must be a desire to investigate something. So the quest of knowledge is very necessary. Without that you cannot do anything. Second thing, a process should be diligent. Either there is not a quest of knowledge, you are just going to find out something because someone has got it and he has got the reputation, respect and money, and I must also get that. That is not a quest of knowledge. And for that, what you are going to do is not a original research, but that is a wrong way to cheat the society. So there must be a quest of knowledge. There was my teacher, he used to say in his lectures, 400 BC करके बेईमानी करके तुम पैसे कमा सकते हो, धन कमा सकते हो. 400 BC करके बेईमानी करके टाटा बिरला डालमिया बन सकते हो. 400 BC करके बेईमानी करके तुम इलेक्शंस लड़ सकते हो, एमएलए, एमपी मिनिस्टर, प्राइम मिनिस्टर, प्रेसिडेंट बन सकते हो। 400 BC करके तुम डिग्रियां प्राप्त कर सकते हो, नौकरियां प्राप्त कर सकते हो, लेक्चरर, रीडर, प्रोफेसर, वाइस चांसलर बन सकते हो। बट माइंड इट, 400 BC करके तुम विद्वान नहीं बन सकते। यू कैन नॉट be a scholar without your original knowledge, and that's why for any research the quest of knowledge is must. 400 BC करके आप कुछ भी कर सकते हो, but you cannot be a researcher, and whatsoever you will do, that will not be original research. So 400 BC करके विद्वान नहीं बन सकते. If you are going to search something, you must be in quest of knowledge. Second thing, the diligent process. Process must be diligent. That not should be an easy process. That should be done in rigorous way, in pure way, in honored way, in scientific way. That is the diligent process. That should not be आपने कहीं से 1-2 पर किया, you published your paper and that got the fame for some time. That is not the diligent process. You must go through the diligent process. Pariksha karano hi kushala bhavanti. And in the definition of Siddhant, in Charak Samhita, it is stated, Siddhanto nam sahya parikshakair bahuvidham pariksha. That should be examined by many examiners. Bahuvidham pariksha, that should be examined in many fold. And then only the conclusion drawn can be established at the theory. So without this rigorous process, if you are establishing any theory, the theory that will be a short-lived theory, and again that will vague and wide. So always use the diligent process. And third is the search, investigation or experimentation. There must be some search. There is something, some knowledge is wasted, some knowledge is there, and you have to search the original things from that. Or there is a little bit, but you have to search by this aid along, as there is the Siloncha Vritti. Charak Samhita Dridbal has stated that I supplemented this Charak Samhita by Siloncha Vritti. There was very little, everything was ruined, but by some original seeds I could generate the total Samhita and supplement the 17 chapters of the Chikitsa and Kalpa and Siddhi. So from little to wide and from wide to little, both the process must be there. That is the search. That is the dictum. गुरु वह है जो अभेद में भेद के दर्शन कराकर, जो भेद में अभेद के दर्शन कराकर अभेद के भेद बतलाता है. This is the actual spirit of the search. जो भेद में अभेद के दर्शन करा करके, there is wide things, but what is the reality behind that? That is this thing. And what is the reality and how much it can be explained in many ways? That is the abhed ke bhed. So from subtle to vast and vast to subtle, both the processes are within the search. Second thing is the investigation. What is the investigation? Investigation means searching anything procedurally. You are searching here and there, that is not the investigation. Investigation means the path by which you are going on, each and everything must be there. I used to say in my clinical methods classes that what is the case history? Case history is a complete and compressed data about the patient and his disease. That must be complete and that must be comprehensive. That must be comprehensive data. And there are two borders. No relevant data should be omitted and no rubbish should come. No, nothing. No relevant data should be omitted and no rubbish should come. This is the process of investigation. Investigation process, nothing rubbish should come and no relevant data should be omitted. You are observing many things, you are observing many books, you are observing many journals, you are observing many other things, you are observing many experimentations, you are observing many procedures, but all the relevant should come and no rubbish should come. No relevant data should be omitted and no rubbish should come. That is the process of the investigation and experimentation. Experimentation is very necessary. Our experimental procedures and the methods of the experimentation, type of the model and the conclusion or observation after the experimentation is very necessary. You cannot do experimentation on a wrong model. There was a seminar in Banaras Hindu University and one professor of Banaras Hindu University presented a paper that no Ayurvedic drug is acting on diabetes. I asked him, sir, what was your model? He said, obviously that was the Alexan-induced model. I said, if that is Alexan-induced model, only those drugs will be active which are insulin or acts like insulin. And there was a big discussion behind that, and this was revealed that the model is wrong for testing Ayurvedic drugs. So you did many experimentations, you wasted your time, you wasted your money, you wasted your energy. But if model is not right, your experimentation is going to in vain. Second thing, there must not be observation or model like that. मेढक की दोनों टांगे काट देने पर मेढक बहरा हो जाता है. There is a story. एक व्यक्ति ने एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन लगाया, उसने मेढक रखा, उसको टीच किया कि जब वो कहता था मेढक उछलो तो मेढक उछलता था. The frog used to jump after his instruction. One day he cut one leg of the frog and said मेढक उछलो. एक पैर से मेढक कितना उछलता, कुछ थोड़ा बहुत उछल के रह गया. फिर उसने मेढक की दूसरी टांग भी काट दिया, मेढक उछलो, मेढक हिल डुल के रह गया. एंड ही कंक्लूडेड दैट मेढक की दोनों के टांगे काट देने पर मेढक बहरा हो जाता है. मेढक की दोनों टांगे काट देने पर मेढक बहरा हो जाता है. Such type of observation, such type of model and such type of conclusion must not be there. So experimentation must be in relevance with the objectives and aim. The model should be selected properly. The model should be explanatory to the aim and objectives, and the observations should be done in proper way. Suppose one patient is suffering from dyspnea, श्वास की परेशानी है. I observed all the respiratory parameters but never the hemoglobin percentage. So my observation procedure is wrong. What should be observed is not observed, and what should not be observed, many things has been observed there. And the conclusion must be in relevance to the context. And fourth one behind the research is the aim to new knowledge. That research must go to produce something new. I used to say some criteria when you are choosing the research process. You may know these criteria. First criteria is why you have chosen this problem. You must justify why you have chosen this research problem. What was the need of this research problem? Second thing, what other studies has been done on this? If there are many researches on that particular topic, if that has been done, what other studies has been done on this topic? And third point, if all those studies has been done on this particular topic, what new you want to do on this? Suppose I am doing something that the anti-diabetic property of that particular drug, and many research papers has been done. Hundreds of the papers are there, hundreds of the research are there. What newer I am going to do that has not been taken into the consideration before this research? So you must be answering that what new you are going to add. And fourth one, what procedure you are going to adopt. And is that relevant? Is that a best one procedure to do this research? And if not, you must change your procedure. And fourth, what benefit the society is going to get by your research? You are doing all the things, but there must be something beneficial either in sense of knowledge, existing knowledge, subject knowledge, or for the society or science. If there is nothing beneficial for the knowledge purposes, for the science purposes, or for the public purposes, then what for you are going to do this research? So, a basic introduction about the research I explained today. You see the other definitions from the books, and the next I will explain the types of the research and other things in next lecture. Thank you. Thank you very much.